Before spending all my life savings on LEGO minifigures and building a giant clone army on YouTube, you might have heard about the world record for the largest LEGO army. You see, when I first started collecting LEGO like most collectors, I looked up the biggest LEGO Star Wars army, and this is it. The world record for the biggest army by LEGO. In 2008, LEGO set the record for the largest LEGO Star Wars army and beat their own record in 2019. And it's my mission to beat the record for the third and final time. But the real question is, are we going to beat this record? So let's summarize this. LEGO currently holds the record for the biggest LEGO Star Wars army with 36,400 minifigures. And if I want to beat this record, I need 36,401 minifigures to have one more than LEGO. And to be honest, this sounds impossible. Our journey starts in 2022 when I had a little over 700 clone troopers. I set my clone army goal for the end of 2023 at 23,000 clone troopers. And yes, this is a high goal, but Arnold told me to shoot for the stars. So that's what we're gonna do. I want this entire project to be turned into a big community where we all work towards a goal, building the Grand Army of the Republic. And collecting 36,401 minifigures doesn't sound cool enough, so we're gonna go for 40,000. But for now, we're gonna focus on the 23,000 for 2023. Considering that one minifigure costs around $5 to $10 on average, we have a long way to go, guys. At the time, I was still working in education as a side hustle and didn't really have enough money to do this. I mean, this army has the same value as a house, and no one of my age can even afford that, so how will I do this? I literally had no clue. So for the start of 2022, I continued working my job and growing my YouTube channel, putting in hundreds of hours, but it didn't grow that much. Then, while traveling home from work, I was scrolling on my phone and stumbled upon a Bricklink listing of 727 clone troopers for only $7 a minifigure. Most of you have already heard this part of the story, but here's a more detailed version. The only problem was that I had around $500 saved because I was working on some other projects, so I couldn't afford to buy this. Then I came up with a plan to use the money saved for university and completely focus all of my efforts on the clone army. So I talked to my parents about it, and after thinking about it for some time, we made the purchase, and I had spent over $5,500 on plastic minifigures. So I waited less than a month and finally received the package, and also had to pay over $1,000 in custom clearance. That really was a blow to my bank account, man. And now that we have all the minifigures, it's time to launch the series. I had 1,460 clone troopers and couldn't wait to share the start of this journey with the world. So I started producing some content and uploaded my first video regarding the world record to YouTube and was hoping it would get some support for the Clone Army project. Okay, so that didn't work, but I'm not going to give up now, so I kept my discipline and continued grinding for the army. However, unfortunately, after 2 months, the project wasn't getting any attention and only a few supporters. So I sat down and wrote down a list of things I had to do to improve the series. So I set the goal to revive the series after improving my skills as a YouTuber and putting quality over quantity, since I was publishing many videos which were good, but not the best I could create. And because I'm not a native English speaker, my English was pretty bad at the time, so I sat down and studied new vocabulary, grammar, and worked on my writing skills. Additionally, I had managed to save up just enough money over the previous 2 months to buy a new camera for $700. Oh man, I never invested this much into improving my video quality, but it'll be worth it, guys. So I continued grinding, and after thousands of hours of hard work, I had become better at making YouTube videos and enjoyed making these type of videos so much more. So now we need to take that record. Over the course of the entire month, I filmed a new video for my clone army and posted it online, and within the first month it exploded, which resulted in a lot of support for the project. This meant that people believe we can do this. So the next step would be to make an update video, and I wanted to add a lot more clone troopers to the army. After searching online for half an hour, I found the holy grail of battle packs. There was a local store with these sets for only $15 a set, and since I had saved up quite a bit of money, I bought 96 of these. I unboxed them, but something felt off, so I immediately ordered 104 or more of the battle packs and added over 800 minifigures to the army. With all of these purchases, I raised my army from 1,460 to 2,300 clone troopers. I had spent $3,000 and only added 800 minifigures. So I guess you guys can see we're going to need a bit of help. I don't want to build the clone army all by myself, because where's the fun in that? But if we do it together, we can all express our love for the Grand Army of the Republic. Ever since the beginning of this project, I wanted all of this to be about the community and working working towards something together. So I started contacting fellow creators and hopped on Discord calls with some of them to talk about this project. They all wanted to join the army, and this motivated me to take this to a whole new level. The first person joining the army was True Squadron, who I called with, and he added 900 clone troopers, which is insane. And this is just the start, because I also reached out to Daily Bricks, Portal Master Studios, Danny Bob, and Micah Knife. Additionally, I hopped on a call with Christo from Stud City, and let me tell you something, he and his uncle have a huge Lego collection. They want to join the team and help out by adding 5,000 clone troopers, which is absolutely insane. But it gets even better because I got in touch with a Lego YouTuber based in Germany called H2 Brick. We arranged for a meeting, but I had a problem. He lives quite far away from me, so I had to sit in the car for 8 hours. So I set my alarm and woke up super early like a Navy SEAL and drove for hours. Then when we finally arrived, he showed me his entire Lego clone army of 1,250 clone troopers, which he's adding to our cause. He also hooked me up with 100 of the 212th clone packs, so I built them on the drive home and set them up. And with that, my clone army stands at 2,470 minifigures, and with the clones from all the other team members, we're at a total of 7,000 clone troopers, which is gigantic growth compared to February, but we need way more to achieve this goal. So I immediately started saving more money every month so I could make some cool purchases at the end of this year, since I have my expenses and I can't afford to buy clone troopers every single month. So while saving some money, I managed to raise my own clone army to 2,750 clone troopers, and a lot more people wanted to join the army. A good friend of mine, MKM Brick, also wanted to join the army. Next up, another friend of mine, SW Bricks, joined the army and added 529 clone troopers. I also reached out to Firebird Bricks, and he is joining the army. The clone army is starting to feel like a real community, and I reached out to even more YouTubers like Shy Time is My Time, Axie Droid, Jedi Bricks, Brickmaster Harry, and Burnin' Bricks. I also talked to Champ Bricks, who has an epic clone army with many of these Phase 1 clone troopers. So with that, a lot of YouTubers have joined the ranks of the Grand Army of the Republic, but I also received many messages from smaller content creators and fans who want to join the Grand Army of the Republic. And together, they added over 3,500 clone troopers. With all of this, the clone army stands at 22,311 minifigures, which means we only have 690 to go to hit our goal of 23,000 clone troopers in 2023. So we've got some work to do. I continued saving money, and then I saw something truly beautiful. Lego is releasing a new clone and droid battle pack with 4 clone troopers and 5 droids, so I had to get this set early. Next thing you know, the doorbell rings and I received 12 of these boxes with 8 sets inside, along with 4 separate sets, making a total of 100 new 2024 battle packs. So I opened them and built all of the clone troopers, and now we can add another 400 minifigures to the army. And now it's time to set up the entire clone army. So after 1 year of hard work, I've managed to get exactly 3,100 clone troopers and still have over 400 sealed in boxes, so 3,500 in total. And with the clone troopers from all the other members of the Grand Army of the Republic, we're at a total of 23,061 clones. So we've successfully hit our goal, but we're not there yet. We need to collect more clone troopers in order to build the largest Lego clone army, so our journey has only just begun. Also, subscribe to my new YouTube channel, The Grand Army of the Republic, for more updates on the clone army. I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for supporting this series so far. Thank you for 100,000 subscribers, and let's beat that record in 2024.